Hey, what's up, YouTube? Stax here with another episode of Tabletop Adventures. It is not Marvel Monday, unless we call every day this week Marvel Monday. I think I said in my last video we'd come back to this next week and continue the Red Skull campaign, but I'm having too much fun. So, this is what we're doing all week. Yesterday, we took down Crossbones. And up next is Absorbing Man. And Absorbing Man is weird. Actually, I feel like the Justice deck yesterday with all the thwarting ability that Justice has would probably be better today. But Blue Sleeves, we're going leadership today. So, we've done some of the setup already. I got to set him to his 14. And again, we're following all the special campaign setups. So you see here, we finished on 14. 11's our maximum, so we go to that. No obligations needed to get back up to full. Remember, we're doing the expert campaign rules. We chose Adrenal Stims as our tech upgrade for being successful against Crossbones. And we revealed the Power Gauntlets and Laser Rifle. Those are shuffled into this deck already. So, Absorbing Man. His is a one card main scheme. And we have None Shall Pass. We've got Absorbing Man, Standard, and Hydra Patrol in here. Absorbing Man here with 14 hit points per player gains the trait of each environment in play. Oh, let me tell you about environments. You're about to see. So, we'll flip this over. Actually, do we do that? Yeah. No, we don't yet. We do the villain setup first. So discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded. And then we put that card into play and shuffle the deck. That is not an environment. Nope. 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 Come on. That one. Snowy Hillside. Put that card into play, then shuffle the encounter deck. Now, Surge does not function here. This is just put into play. It's not... Absorbing Man doesn't surge right out of the gates. He's cool, but he's not that cool. And then we shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, which we have done. We'll keep the Snowy Hillside off to the side here. It's a good place for it. All right, None Shall Pass. One of these days I'll flip the damn thing. Okay. So it starts with 2 threat, finishes on 12, and we got to be, very conscious of this. Forced response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. We'll get to those. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. Very simple. So, first step of the villain phase, we add main threat. That's where the star is. The forced response will place a delay counter. The Snowy Hillside. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, place 1 threat on the main scheme, or 2 threat instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. And apparently, Uriel has decided I need help in this encounter scenario. Hi, kitty. Okay, sure. Let's get right into it, shall we? We're playing leadership. Remember the Adrenal Stims, by the way. Discard this, remove it from the campaign log entirely. We'll ready our hero and heal 5 damage from them. So let's start here with Steve Rogers. He gets 6 cards. And remember his setup. So we're not going to bother mulliganing because I don't want to risk drawing Captain America's shield. We just get it into our hand to start the game. It's right there. So very ally-heavy playstyle with leadership, as we have no allies in our opening hand. It's about the way of it. All right, pitter-patter, let's get at her. We could deal with this 2-threat very easily, so I'm not really worried about that. It's the delay counters that I want to deal with, but I don't think there's really a way to do that. So he gains the trait of each environment in play. So he has ice. Keep that in mind. A lot of the minions in the Absorbing Man deck will deal with his mood. So ooh, okay. Well, we can kind of have some fun early on here. I think we're just immediately going to flip. We are. And first thing we're going to do is play Fearless Determination. Captain America gets +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and draw 1 card. Discard Push Ahead to play Captain America's Shield. I don't want to do Shield Toss right now. But Go All Out is interesting because I would get to deal damage to an enemy equal to the hero's thwart, attack, and defense values. But that would be my only attack, because I would not be able to discard a card to ready him if I want to do all the things I want to do. There are a lot of things I want to do, so we are going to discard the Power of Leadership. It generates 2 resources when playing for a leadership card. Remember, we gave Captain America +1 thwart with Fearless Determination. So we did pay Lightning because we paid Wild. Hero action attack. Exhaust your hero, deal damage to an enemy equal to the total of the thwart, attack, and defense values. Yes. That would be a total of 7 damage. So already down to 7 hit points is Mr. Absorbing Man. And then we're going to discard Shield Toss and Heroic Strike to play Super Soldier Serum. So that's the end of that. And we will ready everything. And go ham here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we'll place 1 threat on the main scheme. Or is it? Yeah, 1 threat on the main scheme. I said 1, so we need a 3 token. Then we place a delay counter. And Absorbing Man will attack. So I think I want to defend this simply to avoid another threat going on to the main scheme. But being able to thwart would be nice. I do have +1 defense and retaliate. And so Heroic Strike next turn would finish phase 1 very quickly. So yeah, we're going to defend. No boost whatsoever, so the attack is fully defended. Excellent. Retaliate 1, down to 6. And then the encounter card is Stall Tactics. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. If no threat was placed this way, this card gains Surge. Well, there's only 1 counter on it, so this card gains Surge, because nothing is added. And instead we get a Hydra Regular. In Sight 1, when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Oh, you're cute. So up to 4. And that has 2 hit points. Okay. Adrenal Stims are also in play. That's part of the setup. Let's see here. Well, I think there's really only one thing to do, and that's discard energy and activate Super Soldier Serum and take the hero action Heroic Strike. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. We did use a strength resource, so we'll stun that enemy. That's 6 damage. Already drops Absorbing Man to 0 in stage 1. And so we go to stage 2. Absorbing Man gains the trait of each environment in play. He also has Brute for what that's worth, which he had in stage 1. When revealed, if Super Absorbing Power is in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Super Absorbing Power and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched this way. Well, it is getting searched this way because we don't have it, so Super Absorbing Power. That is that side scheme. Come on. Trying to shuffle. Trying very hard to shuffle. There we go. Okay, so he's 2-2 as opposed to 1-2 from the original. And what do we have here? This is going to come into play with 3 threat on it. Creel has the ability to absorb the properties of multiple elements at once, but it requires intense concentration. Absorbing Man gains the ice, metal, stone, and wood traits. He's so annoying. I'm going to discard Power of Leadership for 2 and Avengers Mansion, and we're going to play out White Tiger. After you play White Tiger from your hand, draw X cards to a maximum of 3, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Villain is stage 2, so we'll draw 2. Well, I would like to... Whoops, we'll discard that. Discard Super Soldier Serum to ready Captain America. And let's thwart the main scheme down to 2. And we use White Tiger to thwart... Maybe we just attack the Hydra regular. Yeah, let's get rid of the Hydra regular. Yeah. We'll shoot down the Hydra regular. Then I'm going to flip to Steve Rogers. I could have done that slightly differently. I could have done that so much more efficiently. Oh well, it's fine. This worked out okay. What I think I should have done was discard a card to thwart, because I could discard whatever else, I guess Avengers Mansion to ready, thwart, then flip, and play White Tiger for 2, draw 2. I mean, we've been in the same situation, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to use this anyways. So, whatever. Yeah, I think we're good here. So, ready everything. And I will discard Earth's Mightiest Heroes and draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a heavy leadership hand. One threat onto the main scheme. Brings this to 3. We'll put another delay counter on it. Remember, he has all the traits now because of super absorbing power. He's going to scheme. Oh, he's at 15, by the way. I guess I should probably take care of that. How far can I move this hillside over? There we go. He gets 1 boost. So, 3 more threats. From 3 up to 6. And then the encounter card is Hydra Patrol. Hydra soldiers perform routine patrols to maintain control of their territory. This will enter with 2. It has Crisis, which means it must be dealt with first before anything can be done to None Shall Pass. When defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play engaged with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. I'm probably... yeah, I'll end up searching because I'm sure I can do better than Hydra regular. Yeah. But we do have to deal with Hydra Patrol before we deal with None Shall Pass. Or we just have to kill Absorbing Man, but that's not happening on this particular turn. Shield Toss can be used to deal with whatever minion gets put out there, including Hydra regular. So, yeah, we're okay, I think. But let's see what we've got here. We have 1 ally in hand, Black Panther. That's interesting, actually. Because I could play Push Ahead. I don't know if I have the energy to do it. I also have Push Ahead in my hand already. Do I have Go All Out in my hand? I do. Okay. Ooh. R&D facility makes Push Ahead and Go All Out great. It's all too greedy right now. So I have to choose like how I want to approach this. Well, I think immediately I want to thwart with White Tiger to get rid of Hydra Patrol. When defeated, sure, I'll just grab a Hydra regular out of the deck if I need to. Is it any Hydra? A Hydra minion. So, yeah, it's probably Hydra regular. Hydra soldier, no, I don't want to get an encounter card. So, yeah. Hydra regular. When this is revealed, which it's being put in play, but I assume it counts as being revealed. So, uh, you can have it up to 7. But actually, that is. Let me know in the chat if that in the chat. I keep saying chat. Let me know in the comments if that is how that's supposed to work. When you put it in play. Like, you put it in play, engage with you. Does that count as revealing it? Because you're not doing it as part of that phase. But anyways, this stuff goes away. He's there. I'm actually tempted to. I'm tempted to just play R&D facility. But Black Panther is right there. Yeah, I have to do this. We're going to spend Shield Toss, Captain America's Helmet, and R&D Facility to play Black Panther. He costs 1 less because of Steve Rogers' Living Legend. After Black Panther enters play, choose a leadership event in your discard pile and attach it to him. I have both of them. It's probably going to be Go All Out. Well, I say that. Let's put Push Ahead under him. So we'll attach it to him face down. Oh, but no, I can't. No, I can. I can. I will be fine. We're going to thwart super absorbing power down to 1. Going to pay through. We're going to flip to Captain America. Discard Go All Out and Push Ahead to play. Push Ahead. Go All Out covers the science resource we need. Exhaust your hero. Remove threat from a scheme equal to the total of your hero's thwart, attack, and defense values. It's not as cool as I had hoped, but we'll get this down to 6. Or down to 1. And that's fine. We're managing everything right now. That's the best I can say. So we go to 5 cards. And we get 1 threat here. Another delay counter up to 3. And Absorbing Man will attack. I don't I'll have Snowy Hillside in play. So I think I want to defend here with Black Panther. He's done his job. So Black Panther will defend. And sure enough, it would have been blocked by Captain America. It would have been enough, but that's fine. He goes down. Hydra regular attacks. That one I'll defend. It's blocked, and he takes 1 damage due to retaliate. Encounter card. Man out of time. Well, I can't exhaust because I'm already exhausted. But it does give me the option to swap for free. So I will do that. But I have to discard 2 cards. Adrenaline Rush and R&D Facility. And we will only discard that obligation. Okay. Well. We'll play Steve's Apartment. Because why not? We're in alter ego form, so we can exhaust it, heal 1 damage, and draw a card. Damn. I guess this means I can just flip. So what do we have here? Each player draws a card. The first ally. Ugh, that sucks. After Kylo enters play, search the top 5 cards for an event. Add that event to your hand, then discard. So I could search for another. Well, no, I don't think there are any other. I think I only put 2 each of Go All Out and Push Ahead. That doesn't sound right. Huh. Discard Maria Hill to play Kalu. We'll put him there. Yeah, we'll put Kalu there. Search the top 5 for an event. Add it to the hand. Huh. Okay. So I can't just take Heroic Strike because then I can't play it. But I can take Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That is an event. And then we shuffle. Alu can finish off the Hydra regular. Well, we're going to flip to hero form. Discard strength to ready. We're going to thwart super absorbing power down to 0. Get rid of that nonsense. And then I think... Yeah, we're going to use Earth's Mightiest Heroes. We're going to exhaust this Avenger to ready this Avenger, and then attack the Hydra regular and get rid of that. I think that's a pretty good use of the turn there. We'll draw 5. We have a pretty good damage burst in our hands right now, if I can play them all. Do this, add a delay counter, and Absorbing Man will attack. That's going to be defended by Kalu. Kalu dies horribly. And then the encounter card dealt to us is... When revealed. I hate it already. You are stunned. If Absorbing Man has the ice trait, which he does, take 2 indirect damage. Go down to 9. I hate it here. Wait. No, I didn't read my cards in hand. Hello. I have shield block. I would take any amount of damage. It's 2. I will exhaust Captain America's shield, play shield block to prevent all of that damage. Hey, look at that. We remain flawless. Excellent. Doesn't do anything about me being stunned, but whatever. I shall attempt to attack to get rid of stunned. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's do Fearless Determination. Gain 1 thwart for the turn and draw a card. I don't think I'm able to play Agent 13 this turn. But I can just deal 7 damage, can't I? I wouldn't be able to stun, though. I think I'd rather stun. So we're going to discard Super Soldier Serum, Adrenaline Rush, and go all out. So I could have used Adrenaline Rush with go all out and gotten another point of damage in. But, yeah. We're going to do that to play Heroic Strike. We used Strength, so we deal 6 damage, down to 9. And Stunnerino. Then flip over to Steve Rogers. We'll activate Steve's apartment, and we're going to draw Genius. Shield block. Which is also a fine card to have in hand, I guess. Can shield block? I see that's a defense. Can shield block be played to stop damage from a treachery? Let's see. Oh, no? Okay, cool. You can. Excellent. So with all that said, this is still in my hand. I think I'm done. I am done. We're going to discard Agent 13. Ooh, maybe I don't discard Agent 13 just to buy myself an extra turn without having to shuffle the deck so I don't get another encounter card. Yeah, I'm going to hold these 2 cards and only draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which I don't remember ever seeing Genius. So that's what that card is. We know the top of our deck. We'll place a counter here. We'll get our 5th delay counter. I think I have a 5er of these somewhere, but I don't see it, and I don't want to search for too long. So 5 of those, and Absorbing Man does scheme. Boost put this card into play. So it is a scheme for 2, up to 6. So halfway there. And Rocky Outcrop becomes the new active environment. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him, 2 damage instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. These delay counters are going to add up, too, for the next part of the campaign. I forgot about that. Our encounter card is Advance, the Villain Schemes. Oh, no. What do we got? If he has the stone or wood trait, you are stunned. And it adds 1. So it's 3 going on. And all of a sudden, we're all the way up to 9. It's getting very dicey. But I'm still not worried. Okay. We'll take our turn now. We'll draw Genius. We'll shuffle here, which will deal us an encounter card. Okay. Well, first things first, let's activate Super Soldier Serum to... Oh, no. You cost 3. Let's discard Genius to play Agent 13 with our 1 cost discount, and we'll remove 2 threat from this. Down to 7. It's like, chill out over there. Then thwart here to bring this down to 5. We're going to flip over. Attempt to attack to get rid of stunned. Tap Super Soldier Serum, discard R&D Facility, the Quinn Carrier, and Adrenaline Rush to play Nick Fury. Will deal 4 damage to an enemy. Down to 5. And attack him down to 3. Oh, why did I bother thwarting? I could untap. I could have attacked here, and just won. Okay, that's fine. We will discard shield block to ready, deal 2 damage, down to 1, and then just off retaliate, we're going to win anyways. So, it's fine. Yeah. Cool. Well, not necessarily, because stun, but, you know, eventually he's going to attack. We have an inevitability, is really what I'm saying. This goes to 6. It gets a 6th delay counter on it. That actually does suck. Attempts to attack is stunned. Then the encounter cards, revealed in order. Absorbing Man attacks you. If Absorbing Man has the stone trait, he gains +1 attack for this activation. I'm going to block with Nick Fury. And yeah, it's 4 damage. Fury took 1, whatever. Anyways, that's done. And then the Villain Schemes. You can't do much about that. Boost card is 1, so it's 3 added up to 9 again. But now, finally, I didn't even draw my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get cute and do it? No? Okay. Agent 13 attacks for the win. And down goes Absorbing Man. Okay. Well, let's discard that. Get him out of here. And let's move everything out of the way. I wish I was a lot more excited about this. But I feel like this went 2 turns longer than it should have. So here's our campaign log. We're still on, so we're on 11. No need for obligations. What do we get when we get victory here? I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in this campaign for Absorbing Man. Record the number of delay counters on the main scheme in the campaign log. That would be here. That is 6. Ouch. And then each player may choose one of the basic condition upgrades in the campaign set, attach it to their identity, and add it to their deck in the campaign log. So, that is these things. We get either basic thwart, basic recovery, basic attack, or basic defense upgrade. And again, this is where I call on you in the comments. Let me know what you would have picked here. I think I'm pretty well set on what I want to take. Having the 4 hit points is nice, but I like basic defense upgrade, +3 hit points, +1 defense, especially with Captain America's shield. It's just so good. So we will go with that. It's permanent and set up, so like it cannot leave play, blah, 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 blah. So basic defense upgrade, no question. We'll We'll write that down. Defense. These cards can go off to the side now. Remember, we still have our adrenal stim, so like we're in very good shape. But that is the end of Absorbing Man and his main scheme of None Shall Pass. When we come back at it again, I can't reach my red sleeves from here, but we will have Captain America, the aggressive deck, taking on, I think it's Taskmaster, but I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure it's Taskmaster. But we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and until we meet again, be good to each other.